Hi, Hoda Kotb here from the 4th hour of the Today Show. I'm sure you know. Oh, and Nancy Brinker running in here, the founder of the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Good morning to you both.
Hey, hon, how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. You and I are old friends now. I mean,
yes,
we've hung out twice, so that doesn't make us old friends anyway. You have quite a story, and Nancy, we'll talk to you in just one second, but you have quite a story, and you know, my wife and I went to your book signing, and we learned all about you, and I didn't know that you were a breast cancer survivor until we went to the book signing with you. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I was diagnosed about 4 years ago in March, and it was one of those things that on Monday you're perfectly healthy and happy, and on Tuesday someone tells you your world's cratering, and it's scary, because I was, you know, I'm young, didn't have any history of all that stuff. But I have to say, once you get through it, and that's one of the big things, I think once you finally emerge from it, you realize that you're a stronger person. And for me, I got a 4-word takeaway after it was over. I got, "You can't scare me." And it is one of those empowering things that comes after breast cancer. And I think the beautiful thing about this run walk is I've met people who are 18, 20-year survivors, and I look at them and I see the end of the road, and it fills you up. It makes you feel stronger and better.
Was it something that you discovered? Did you feel a lump? Did you get a mammogram? How did you find out about that?
I went to the gynecologist, and she found a lump, which I thought was nothing, because, you know, who thinks anything's anything? And then they said I'd have to have a mastectomy, and that's one of those things that you can't even believe you're hearing someone say when you're 42.
Now, what do you tell young women and people about the disease and what they need to do to be more aware?
I just think you have to be vigilant. I think it's one of those things that, you know, my boss said, I know a lot of women with breast cancer and they all have one thing in common. And I said, what's that? He said, they're still here. And that's because of early detection. I think it's really, really important to make sure that you get checked early in these kind of things, because it's a preventable disease if you just get checked.
I'm going to bring Nancy in here real quick.
Thank you for being here again, and thank you to Hoda for coming today for our Race for the Cure.
What a crowd you've got going on here. 20 years. Can you believe it's been 20 years?
No, it's been 30 years since
the
formation of Susan G. Komen.
Oh, yes, but 20 years for the race.
Yeah, 20 years for this race, yeah. And this is the first race of our series. You know, we now have 140 of them around the world altogether, and so it's every race is the same and every race is different.
Now, you made a promise to your sister Susan about what you were going to do with breast cancer. How do you feel about what you've done so far?
I feel we're very well on the way, and we built the infrastructure of our organization and the movement, and now we just have to continue to deliver to the public what we promised. So we hope by the end of the decade we're going to deliver some more therapies that keep people with very aggressive breast cancer alive to live normal lives. And we've already pretty much conquered very early breast cancer if we can keep the survival rates intact with our political advocacy and making sure that benefits aren't cut for low-resource women.
And I read over $1 billion you've raised for, or more than that.
We've given over $1.9 billion since our inception to research. The best research we have given to over 1,900 or 2,000 scientists we've built. And so now it is ours to lead, and it's ours to do every day as hard as we can on behalf of the public and the people diagnosed with this disease.
Thank you both so much for being here this morning. Great to see you.
And by
both
the way,
again. Yes.
It's such a lot of fun. Can I just say, this kind of thing is so much fun. I have gotten more hugs today than I think I have in my lifetime. Seriously.
Almost fell out of the car.
that.
I almost fainted on the pace car, and she almost fell off the side.
Almost a face plant from the pace car, but all good. All good.
Being a Grand Marshal is very dangerous business. And
nobody told me. I didn't know.
It was great to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Much.
And you'll be milling around? Everybody come talk to you?
Yeah.
Okay.